Truth be told, I wish he would chill out a little bit. He'd have more friends that way. All my life I've never really been an early riser, but today I thought we'd try to show you guys sunrise and sunset. Let's check this out. I'm gonna get a better view. Welcome to autumn in Thailand. I wouldn't be at all surprised if some of you are laughing at this time. But the temperature today and recently is a marked difference from what we experienced when we moved here in July. Today is a balmy 26 degrees, roughly 79 Fahrenheit. The water temperature roughly 28 or 82 Fahrenheit. It's worth mentioning that when we arrived here in mid-July, the temperature at this time of day would have been closer to 28 degrees. A 2-degree difference may not sound like a lot, but it feels much different now than it did in July, and that makes for a much cooler night's sleep. Even a month ago, I would never have imagined that I might be wearing jeans and a sweater, but evenings these days, that attire is actually quite possible. All that being said, we're really enjoying this cooler weather and plan to take full advantage of it while it lasts. Oh, hi there, pretty lady. You're out early.
How was the water?
It was great.
よかったね。
Can I buy you breakfast?
Yes. So like it looked choppy to me because I saw a lot of waves.
Yeah, compared to some mornings, it's definitely choppy.
Oh, okay.
But once I got out there a little bit, it wasn't bad at all.
Oh, okay, good.
The current is strong. I was surprised how quickly I was getting away from shore. So I had to be aware of that right away in order to obviously stay safe. Make sure you don't find me in Koh Samui and the next day dead. Once I turned, it was easy to paddle in that direction because the current was going there. So I got down as far as Treehouse Restaurant, which is a nice restaurant that we enjoy going to. Very casual, right on the beach. So we'll have to take you guys there sometime, maybe soon.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So turned around at Treehouse, paddled back. So I was maybe on the paddleboard for, I don't know, 30 minutes? 20, 30 minutes? 30? So, time to walk the dogs and have some breakfast. Back at the beach, dropped off the paddleboard, put the dogs in the car, and we're back. Back for a walk. Life with dogs, people. Life with dogs. Goes a little something like this. These guys don't know it yet. Oh, I think we'll skip that. Pickle's taking care of business. So this is interesting. The Airbnb we used to stay at is just beyond here. And so I became very familiar with this structure here, which used to be maybe a restaurant or a bar or something. And the roof, I kept waiting for it to collapse or fall down in some storm. And every day I think, how many days? It would appear as though that finally happened. Interesting little tidbit. So our doggies don't know it yet, but we have a special treat for them today. Pardon me if I'm squinting, the light is very bright now as I walk. We're gonna take the dogs later today for their first road trip on the island of Koh Samui. We live on the east side of the island, and therefore we've never really seen a good sunset. So we're gonna take the dogs to Lipa Noi Beach, which is on the southwestern side of the island. Let them see sunset and let them play on the beach there. Should be fun. Hey guys. Kuma, be nice. Kuma. Hey buddies. Kuma gets defensive around other dogs and tries to prove himself dominant. Truth be told, when anything gets real, he's the first one to run away. But I wish he would chill out a little bit and he'd have more friends that way. Pickle, on the other hand, at 12 years old, doesn't have a mean bone in his body. Therefore, all the other dogs want to go and say hi to Pickle because he's extremely gentle. But because he's 12, we try to take special attention to the care of his body and not have him get injured. As dogs age, of course, their hips become weaker. And so the last thing we want is to see the latter part of his life plagued by injury. How we doing, fellas? How we doing? This guy obviously has an owner because he has a collar. These guys, no collars. But there's a house. Just because they don't have collars, it doesn't mean they don't have people who care for them. Thais have unique approaches to dog ownership. I might not even call it ownership. Maybe caretaker. They might feed the dogs, but otherwise there's kind of a laissez-faire attitude toward having a dog or caring for a dog here. For some, they might not get the dog the shots and the pills, but some of those decisions are economical as well. Doesn't mean they don't love the dogs any less. I guess they do what they can. We're lucky we have the money to be able to care for the dogs in the way we do. Time for breakfast.
It's too bad you had to leave.
Okay, whoa. That was a little bit of craziness getting here. Every time we saw a dog out the window, Kuma started going crazy. And as we're in a rental car, the last thing we want is the dog to be scratching it up. Look at this.
Window.
He is so excited. Poor Tomo's having to handle 2 dogs by herself. Hopefully there's not going to be a pack of wild dogs down here looking to protect their territory. Beaches, we find, are usually open game. All right, let's find a spot. Tokyo to Thailand was an extremely traumatic move for Pickle and Kuma. They had no idea what was happening. If you are considering moving to Thailand or anywhere overseas with a pet, don't be surprised if it's tough for them. We did a video about the experience and I'll link it above. In Tokyo, we both had full-time jobs and the boys had to be home a lot, alone. When we finally did arrive home, after a long day's work, we were tired and didn't have much energy for them, except for maybe a 30-minute walk. The weekends were better, but still, it wasn't ideal. Here in Thailand, we're together much more often. That being said, there's still room for improvement. When it's hot, the weather can be challenging, but I want to try to find more time outside with them. That's something they enjoy a lot, and this beach day was awesome for them. So how was your day?
It was awesome. I had a good time, and the most importantly, the boys had really good time. We should do it again.
Yeah, I think we gave them a good day.
Yes.
Thanks for your help this morning.
No problem.
And to you guys at home, thank you as always for watching, viewing our channel. We really, really appreciate the support. If you have any questions for Kuma or Pickle, or even us, or you just want to say hi to the dogs, please leave a comment in that section. We're happy to respond or pass your comments along to the dogs. See you soon.